Music itself can be used symbolically. In other words, music and sound can acquire particular meanings. And these can really help residents and older people with dementia know what's happening next, where they are, and who they are with. Because these simple everyday questions are actually quite hard to answer for many people.
Music has finished. Music has finished. What's happening next?
Time for lunch!
Time for lunch! Now music has finished. Music has finished.
Yeah, so particular activities can have particular pieces of music or sounds associated with them. For example, say lunch might have a particular piece of music associated with it. It also means that, say, at the beginning of the day, you can talk about what's going to happen and actually play the pieces of music in a sequence, like a sort of timetable of what's going to happen.
Yeah, I think it can be really helpful to just have a structure so people know when the session starts and when it ends. And, you know, if you're going in somewhere regularly and you have the same hello song and the same goodbye song, there's this sense of familiarity. As soon as you start the hello song, everyone knows exactly what's happening. The session is beginning, they can join in. And then it's the same with, you know, at the end, there's a clear sort of end point. Everyone's singing together again, and it's just that real sense of familiarity there.
Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye again. We'll see you next week. And so until then, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye again.
One thing we found that however much they all saw of each other in a care home, they never knew each other's names. So it did just tap into that a little bit and encourage, oh, so you're called Molly, I never knew. And it just helped them.
Yes,
it
I
helped
think
them interact and talk to each other, and it was just very freeing.
maybe they're not even sure who they are or why they are, where they are. And actually these simple functional songs can supply the answers in a way that isn't demeaning because everyone's doing it. And actually it's quite fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
We'll say goodbye to Judith.
Say goodbye, Judith.
Goodbye, Judith.
Goodbye, Judith.
We'll say goodbye to Pat.
Goodbye, Pat.
Yay. We'll say goodbye to Gerald.
Goodbye, Gerald.
Goodbye to Gerald. Say goodbye to William.
Goodbye, William.
Yay.
Goodbye, William.
And I think, although people may not be able to express verbally their understanding, I think by having the music in sequence, that can really help them anticipate what's coming
And
next.
if it happens every day, then they get used to it, and the whole thing becomes familiar.
Yeah, that's the crucial
I think
thing.
the key with a lot of these things is just regular.
Yeah, I mean, the worst that can happen is people won't respond.
They won't respond.
And that's the worst that can happen. I mean, even if only some of the residents get it at a high level, some of them might give them a hint of things, then it has to be worthwhile to try.
Yes.